Hello friends, Chip Skylark here, and welcome to episode 4 of my Safe Zone Deadman account. So, the first thing, like I said in the last episode, that I was going to try to do was get all of my, or well, not all of them, but most of my stats anyways, up to level 50, because it's a cool milestone to have, and it makes my total level look a lot better. So the first thing I decided to do was do fire making, because I can train my wood cutting at the same time. I can easily cut the willow logs for free. Wouldn't take too long, and so it didn't take very long. Like I said, got that very quickly. And I also got me a bird's nest, and I'm not sure exactly what seed that is. It's either maple or willow, probably willow, because I would have probably been more excited about it. But got my fire making up to 50 first. And then the next milestone on the list that I wanted to tackle was 50 agility, and I decided to do that in little spurts because I don't like agility at all. So I pretty much did them in just multiples of 5, and here you can see I got 35 agility. So we're working our way up on that one. That one's going to be kind of a long-term-ish goal. It's not going to be very long-term, but I got that to 35 for now, and we decided to take a break. I was going to go fishing, and I met these people here, and they were just like hanging out, ready to PK, and I kept trying to ask them to join, just being an idiot. And they said, yeah, but obviously I'm not going to do that because I can't go out of my safe zones. And on top of that, they'd probably BS me anyways. So I decided that instead of fishing lobsters, because that would take forever to get the level to 50, I decided to buy a fly fishing rod. And I had to obviously pay overprice because nobody wants to trade those for regular price because you got to go out of safe zones to buy them. And after that, decided to make some money. And I went to my old classic, the snape grass. And the higher my levels are getting, the more and more unsafe I feel here. And I actually ran into some guy who was like up on the hill, and his name was Die Snaper. So basically that was not the guy that I wanted to run into, so I got out of there as fast as I possibly could. A Scald guy that's level 90 something named Die Snaper. That guy's coming for my head, so after a little bit of snake grass collecting, we decided to call it a day after meeting that fellow. So as usual, after collecting snake grass for a little bit, we went back to agility because, like I said, I want to get that to 50 eventually, but we took it in spurts. And so I went there, got my 40, and then decided to take a break again. And then I started considering I wanted to get my thieving up to 50 also, because thieving's pretty easy, especially if you turn the you can turn it off to where everything's you can't attack anything. So basically all pickpocketing is left click, which makes thieving a lot easier. It's just you just spam click and you do your thieving stuff. So started out with silk as everybody does, and then I went to the master farmer again, outside of a safe zone but extremely close to a safe zone. Felt pretty safe there, but I only did that to, I think, level like 45 or something like that, and then I decided that I'm starting not to feel safe outside of my safe zone, so we did that for a little bit, and then I decided to go to guards after that. But there was some guy here who I think he just died or something. He was asking for people to help him out, to give him stuff, so I just grabbed the junk in my bank that I wasn't going to use, and I just gave it to him. Did my good deed for the day, even though I didn't really give him much because I didn't really have much to give away anyways. And so after, training thieving for a little bit, we went back to agility, as you do, as I said, got 45, and then I decided I wanted to buy a rune scimitar and start training my attack and my strength up to 50. Now, I was going to train my defense to 50, but I decided I didn't want to because I wanted to start going for 99 fletching. So I ran into a fellow, and this guy made me very angry. Like I kept seeing him at the gnome stronghold as I was training, and he was selling maple logs, but he would never respond to my PMs. And eventually, he finally did, and I bought my maple logs. But he was making me angry. So I trained fletching a little bit, went back to my agility, finally got the 50 that I've been working so hard on. So that's another 50 stat tackled. It's pretty nice to have that. And then, so after that, obviously, wanted to go for another 50 stat, decided crafting was the next one because I can make a little bit of money doing bowstrings. And then on top of that, those bowstrings in turn helped me with my fletching. So I cut all my maple logs, did all my maple, longbows. Just got it up as high as possible, and then went back to training again. Got my 50 attack, or my 40 attack, so I could use my rune scimitar, and then eventually got my strength up to 50, and then got the 750 total, which is a pretty nice total level to have. And after that, I ended up getting 50 hit points, which wasn't much longer after getting my 50 strength, and then again traded my attack, got that up to 50. So base stats 50 except for defense. It's pretty nice. So I got to get my defense still up to 50, but 40 for now is fine because I can wear my D-hide, which is really all I need. And then I decided the next one I wanted to go for. Now this was dumb. I wanted to go for 99, or not 99, but I wanted to get my 50 mining. And the only place that is relatively close to a safe zone is the Dwarven Mines. And I decided that I'm going to buy 3 Cerebrews just in case if somebody's down there and attacks me. And I went down there and I basically attacked the scorpions so they would attack me and nobody could attack me. But I was down there for like 5 minutes and some guy with a mining cape was hanging out there and I was like, oh, look at this guy. And then he looked cool with his mining cape and whatnot. And then someone with the same like first 2 letters of their name, so obviously they were in a clan, also appeared, starts killing the scorpion that was attacking me. So I was like, we're gonna bounce the fuck out of here. And then I ended up getting ice barraged, and I was extremely lucky I bought those Cerebrew brews because I would not have made it out alive without those. And as you see, that's as far as I got was those ores that I have in my inventory right now before I gave up. So mining is probably not going to happen on this account unless eventually I complete the Fremnik trials or something, which you have to travel outside of a safe zone for that. So yeah, so mining is probably a no-go. So, and then after that, I just kept training my fletching up, and I got that to 70, which is pretty nice because that gets me yew longbows, which is fantastic for my training, and if I want to get the 99 fletching, because it's not that difficult to buy yew logs, and it's not that difficult to buy bowstrings. But yeah, so like I said, when I was training my thieving, I went back to guards, and I got up to 55, so I could thieve from Narts of Ardoin. And they are relatively good for XP. But after doing that, I decided to tackle another 50 skill, and that skill would be cooking. And I decided to do that in the Gnome Stronghold because it's, easy, safe, not bad. But yeah, so like I said, started training my my thieving up on the Narts of Ardoin, the Knights of Ardoin, and basically we just hung out there for a little bit. Did some fletching, the best I could, bought whatever logs I could or whatever bowstring I could, and just trained my fletching up. And basically that's really all I accomplished for this episode. Our stats are getting pretty well up there. I got the decently high fletching level, and like I said, I'm probably gonna do that till go for that for 99. Not bad. We're a work in progress. We're getting there. So. And then after that, I decided to do the Christmas, the Christmas event. And I was pretty scared to do this because I was like, as I logged in, I saw a bunch of people in like banks and stuff, basically saying that there was people suiciding in, like suicide bombing people while doing the quest. And I know at the end there was a quest scene, or a cutscene, a pretty long cutscene at that. So if somebody was there to suicide bomb me, I probably would have died, but I got out relatively safe, and as soon as I finished the quest, I booted the fuck out of there. I got my party hats, my Santa hats, and my crackers and all that stuff, so job well done. And so what I've decided to do at the end of each episode is I'm going to like lay out my stats for you guys so that you can see them, and if anybody cares that much, you can compare like my progress from this episode to the last episode. And I'm not sure what my stats were last episode, but if you guys really care that much, you could go back and look at that. But my stats now are as follows. Right here, you see it on screen, 50 attack, 50 strength, 40 defense. I still got to get my defense up to 50 because, like I said, I want to get those 50 base stats. Prayer's going to be a problem. I might not train prayer up at all because I don't really need it until at least I get my construction up to 75 for the gilded altar. And then maybe I'll train my prayer, but for the time being, I don't care about prayer that much. I got to get my magic up to 50 because that'd be cool. Construction up to 50. That's pretty costly, but right now I don't really care about that because I'm currently trying to get 99 fletching. As you can see, I'm level 80 now. 50 hit points, 50 agility. Herblore is going to be a pain to get up because Herblore at low levels is tough, and buying herbs is tough. So Herblore is going to be a tough one to get up. So that's kind of a long-term goal. I don't care about getting that to 50 for now. as I said, mining got up to 12 before I decided that's not going to happen because I don't want to die. I really don't really want to die on this account at all. So, like I said, also I'm probably going to stick to only safe zones now because as my stats are getting better, I don't want to die outside of the safe zone because if I die in a safe zone, I don't think you lose any stats as long as you're not scald. So like I said, as my stats are getting higher and I'm getting a better bank, it's not very smart for me to travel outside of safe zones, no matter how safe I feel. And now I'm like I said, I'm not starting to feel less and less safe with the better bank I get. So we're probably not going to travel out of safe zones. Like I said, got the 56 fishing. I was just doing that to complement my cooking, trying to get that to 50. Then I got obviously the 50 fire making, and I'm at 61 tree cutting. And I think eventually I'm gonna start training farming. But the problem is that the good thing is that I have access to farming. The problem is I only have access to 3 tree spots, which are Falador. Actually, I have 4. Falador, Varrock, the Gnome Stronghold, and then there's also a fruit tree patch in the Gnome Stronghold. So I've got access to 4 trees, which is pretty nice. So I mean, I'll be able to train my farming, but it won't be as quick as I want it to be. But at least I can train it in a safe area. So we'll get that up eventually. But yeah, so that's the stats, and then the bank is basically U logs, bowstrings, U longbows, and then my cash, and then my party hats and all that stuff. So really nothing too special. I mean, it's getting better than it was. So yeah, but that's basically it. Like I said, for this episode, and see you guys in the next one.